Hello everyone and welcome to another bass singer reaction and analysis. My name is Peter Barber. I am primarily a professional opera singer, music producer, and of course a bass vocalist. Welcome back to my apartment in Philadelphia. I just got back from basically 3 months in Santa Fe with the Santa Fe Opera as an apprentice singer. Happy to be back in the city. Got back on Sunday. Immediately got sick, of course, after going to my first cousin's wedding, so I'm recovering from that. I don't have hardly any of my equipment, and I realized I left it in Virginia, so I'm recording this audio on my iPhone. So I'm going to do the best I can with that in the editing process. Hopefully it is bearable to listen to. Time will tell. Guys, today we're checking out Bobby Bass's recent cover / collaboration of Hoist the Colors. This is featuring a lot of the prominent bass singers on TikTok, like Eric Holloway and Luke Taylor, Big Brev, David Del Monte. I think I know everyone except one in this cover, just based on the thumbnail. But we are going to go ahead and check this out. I'm excited to see what they do with it. Bobby and Luke, of course, are super famous for their sea shanty TikTok, so this is going to expand on that, doing an official cover. I'm excited to hear it. So, guys, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this, more analysis like this. Right, it is an analysis. I will be pausing to talk about the vocal technique and the arrangement. I will leave a link to the original below if you want to go check it out and watch it all the way through, then come back if you want to learn something about the music. Without further ado, let's dive in. Let's do this thing.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bow.
Love. Okay, so I didn't realize it wasn't going to be a cappella. So this is cool. So I guess we're going to get the manly pirate choir, and of course we're going to get a lot of soloing. And I like that we have instruments in the background, and now I'm wondering if Bobby, who's a great arranger of a cappella, I'm wondering if he arranged and created this instrumental or if he hired someone for it. I will look in the description at the end. But this is cool. I really like music that branches out of the... I like a cappella things that branch out of the a cappella world. So when I was expecting this, you know, a lot of the bass you hear on TikTok is more a cappella based. The bass is a cappella based. But I like, it's kind of like one of Jeff's covers where he does his, vocal harmony, bass solos and such, but he has instrumentation as well that he arranges, of course. So let's just take this intro again. F sharp minor.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed.
And we have Bobby here with his very classic. Now this, of course, is not yet reaching into Bobby's low range, which is his most impressive and best attribute as a singer. He really has a truly amazing low chest range, and of course his subharmonic extension are of legend at this point. He's adopting this very warm, breathy, smooth delivery. It's very much like Avi Kaplan, which those who know Bobby was his biggest inspiration for getting into a cappella and bass singing, like it was for many of us. And he really does sound a lot like Avi a lot of the time, especially in his mid to lower chest range.
And stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bow.
Down to an F2. And what this means when it's a more breathy kind of warm tone, the warmth really comes from the pitch and the pharyngeal space created inside. So there's a lot of space, which gives that sound a warm feel to it. And the breathiness comes from the vocal fold closure, not being super pure, not being super efficient. It's a stylistic choice. It's, of course, the right choice for this piece. At least starting out, you want it to be kind of ghost-like and eerie, and it's a great way to capture that. With more vocal fold closure, you would get a lot more brightness in the sound, a lot more cut. So right now, low vocal fold closure, a breathiness, a warmth to the tone. It's kind of bathed in warm air. That's what my voice teacher and my masters would have said.
The seas be ours, and by the powers where we will we roam.
So there's some nice low C2s. Nice low C2s from Bobby there. His is very, again, keeping it very breathy, very warm, just relaxing down into those C2s, which is a very still comfortable range for him.
Yo, all hands.
There's a perfect back-to-back distinction there of breathy versus the tone being a little more focused. If you listen to those two, the first one clearly it's breathy, it's softer, and the second one has more high harmonic content, and it's a more powerful sound because of the vocal fold closure.
All hands, hoist the
Here we go.
colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die.
Jeez. That is crazy. So I think that must be Eric Holloway hitting an F1, F#1 chest. He's the only one out of these guys that can do it. Bobby has gotten that low before, but it's not common that he can sing that low. So I know all these guys except the third from the left. I think we have David, Big Brev, don't know the third guy, Eric, Luke, and then another Eric on the right. And he goes by eBucks on his TikTok and Instagram. I think his name is Eric. If it's not, someone can correct me. So these are the guys, I guess 7 of them. Like I said, prominent TikTokers, which is in the title, bass singers of TikTok. This is great though. This is we got this manly pirate chorus, and I believe Big Brev. So Big Brev, second from the left, is an opera singer, a trained opera singer. He's done some of the young artist programs I have done. Basically, due to the pandemic, he kind of is straying from that. I mean, but he's already to the point where he's, getting invited to sing with Avi on stage. He just did a concert where he got featured in one of Avi's songs. Super, super cool. Amazing talent, crazy range, so much control. He's really applied the technique from his operatic singing to be able to sing pretty much anything at this point and sing in a wide variety of ranges. Really an amazing singer. Anyway, let's keep moving.
Now some have died and some are alive, and others sail on the sea.
This is David. I think partially the reason that this cover was made was because David made a TikTok that kind of brought Hoist the Colors back into the mainstream on TikTok, and it completely blew up. I even did my own version, singing fully operatically, which has been very controversial. But David's a younger guy, newer to the game, but really came on the scene with his cover of Hoist the Colors, which then got duetted all over the place. And he did it in this kind of red lighting, which started that trend, and I think Bobby got inspired by that, decided, hey, let's bring in all these bass guys, let's do a cover together. So this is David Del Monte.
With their keys to the cage and the day.
More C sharp 2s.
We lay to fiddler's grave.
And an F#1 subharmonic.
All hands, hoist the colors high.
So they were all in unison until that. They were all in unison as far as I can tell. And then they split. Some people were up here. Some people were down here. That open fifth. Love the open fifth, especially in bass voice. So listen to it again. Unison, then splits to just a 2-part harmony.
Hoist the colors high. Heave
There's the opera.
Thieves and beggars.
So it's either Big Brev or it's this guy, third from the left, who also sings opera. I think I've seen him in maybe like a Jonathan Young cover. He's a metal singer, I think. Maybe metal singers are inspired by opera singers. That's a real thing. So maybe he's the one singing with that vibrato there, but I have a feeling it's Big Brev in the background.
Never shall we die.
Another F sharp 1.
All together, hoist the colors high.
That was a crazy note. I think that was a D natural, which is not. Not in that chord at all.
Colors high.
That is a D4 from, I think, Big Brev there, which totally is not in the. I mean, it is an F sharp minor, but it's not in the 5. It's not in the 5 chord. It's literally a half step off from what would normally be in a 5 chord. Bobby often does that in his arrangement. He'll throw in a funky chord, or he'll throw in something with some dissonance like that, like we just had that there. Very dissonant. And now seeing Big Brev in the background here as the shadow figure, 99% sure that is him singing the operatic tenor part. It's pretty much all basses, and then he's covering the upper harmony, even though he himself can sing down low with the rest of these guys. What else? Oh, I wanted to comment. The arrangement otherwise, though, I know there's this going on, but the arrangement so far is very, very simple, and the instrumentation is very simple. And I think that is fitting, especially given the original was quite simple. This is pretty true to the original, aside from being much, much more bassy. The original was from Pirates of the Caribbean, I think the third one, At World's End. But the arrangement's very simple. It's all, it's really focused on these bass singers and what they can do and what they can sound like as a unit. Let's keep going.
Thieves and beggars, never shall we die.
That's obviously way in the background, but Danny Big Brev has very good operatic technique. He's very consistent top to bottom. It's well supported. There's a very consistent natural vibrato in his sound, and it's tough to hear when it's all blended, but he is a very, very skilled opera singer, and it sounds really cool in this context, and I think it really works as a kind of descant harmony or a tenor harmony above all these basses.
The bell has been raised from its watery grave.
Oh, Eric. Dude, Eric has the freakiest voice, man. Never heard anything like it. It's so dark and smoky, and he also likes to use vibrato. He used it even on his cover of Heat Waves he did with Marwan recently. Still used his vibrato, but the man has full clear chest notes down to F sharp 1 and below. Insane. It literally, when I hear him and then talk, I'm like, oh my god, I'm a tenor. It's totally nuts.
The bell has been raised from its watery grave.
Grave.
Do you hear its sepulchral tone? We
That go lower than F sharp? I don't know. Hard to tell.
We call to all, pay heed the squall.
He just has like the world's biggest pharynx. Oh, the squall we heed. Like I have to really try to expand mine to get any kind of sound similar to his. But like, he's just got it totally naturally. So who knows what he would sound like if he actually tried to over darken it a bunch. It'd be insane. It's really amazing. And I love that he puts a little vibrato in there. So nothing happening in the background here. It is just Eric's voice, and I think that's smart because Eric does have the freakiest, most shocking sound out of all these guys. So it's cool to hear him completely bare bones.
And turn yourself toward home.
What? Just sustains it. And you can easily tell in the quality it is pure. It's like a little, like a raspy, almost ragged, but it's pure chest voice.
Toward home.
Jeez.
Yo ho, all hands, hoist the colors high.
So far, the choruses are sounding pretty similar, pretty repeated. This would have been the chorus, this one, or if there's another one, whatever the final one is, to really do it up. Maybe make a bunch of octaves, maybe throw some harmonies in there, maybe add more instrumentation in the background, or heavier drums, or simply more drums happening. That would have been the time to do it. That wouldn't have happened on a pirate ship, probably. It probably would have been the kind of thing, I know this came from Pirates of the Caribbean, but let's assume this is a song pirates sang. There's probably some they would have sung, all day off and on, probably without, adding a bunch of flair to it as they went. So we're going to act like this is a real pirate song from the golden age of piracy, and Bobby is sticking true to it. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. So there's a few guys just holding that low C sharp. I keep having to say C sharp. I think the original is in C, or F minor. This is F sharp minor. But I think David Del Monte did his TikTok version in F sharp minor. Ding, ding, ding. I think that's why this is in that key. No low F sharp there. No way. Dude, is Big Brev way up there? Colors high.
Together, hoist the colors high.
Dude has, and that's he's singing fully operatically up to an A4. Bonkers. Super, super high for a bass or bass baritone. I'm not sure what he considers himself exactly. Super high. Wow, guys. Really, really like that ending. I love that this showcased Big Rev's operatic talent and blended it in nicely. I mean, I think it really works. I think it served the piece. I think it added a lot to it. I think without it, it would have been another repetition in this last chorus of, all the basses singing kind of the main melody. It was really cool to hear that and really impressive on his part. So we got this really impressive operatic showcase happening. And of course, the end, we have 5 singers singing 5 low F-sharp 1s. Eric in pure chest. I assume all the others were subharmonics. I think the only other person who can sing that low ever is probably Bobby, maybe Luke, with some very, very unusually low morning voice, but not normal for them. So let's assume they were all doing subs and Eric was singing F-sharp 1. I don't have my Vipers. There would have been multiple throughout the song for Eric and now for these boys at the end. Wicked.
Hey guys, thank you so
Hey,
much
there's
for checking
Bobby
out this
wearing
cover of Hoist
the
colors made by me and my friends from TikTok. As most of you probably know,
repping the Bass Gang t-shirt. Love that. Giving the Bass Gang a little love. Well, hats off to you, Bobby, for this arrangement. It was great to hear you and the TikTok basses on this iconic song. It's clearly getting a lot of attention, which is great. I like the arrangement. Simple, not pure a cappella, which I liked, and enough at the ending to keep it fresh with Big Brev singing the operatic parts and with the boys all landing on that F-sharp 1 at the end. Super awesome. Guys, if you like this video, if you like the analysis, if you learned something, like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, and if I really enhanced your listening experience, please consider joining my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. It's highway robbery. I'm giving it away. $1 a month, and if you get it for a year, it's discounted. So go check out my Patreon, link in the description. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.